Hello, and thank you for listening to the Fillet podcast, the best skateboard podcast in the world. Today is Wednesday, February 24th, 2016. I am your host, as always, Andrew James R.I.M. with JunkieMonkeys.com. Joining me is Grant Ferrero, Michael Medina, and today's guest is Shriekin' Shannon. Because last week's podcast was set back due to technical difficulty, we have a more than a jam-packed show. It's like a fat-ass show. It's an omega obese dumbass. So we're going to cover last week's podcast and last week's topics and this week's topics. So get ready for the long list. It's Shad Nike PR guest appearance with KOSTON and Justin Brock and other homies. Jaws Ollie 25 Stairs and LYON. The Otis Weekend Buzz went down. Josh Kalis left Hella Clips. A late shoving went down Love Park. Malto almost rode for Adidas footwear. Miles Silvis Crooked Board. Zared Bassett is Ox Expedition 1. Kelly Hart had a part in the barracks called Heart Attack. Kind of cute name because his last name is Hart. Adidas did a collaboration with DGK, and they released a video part with Rodrigo TX. Jamie Thomas decided to do the same thing, except a collaboration with core skate shops with Fallen Footwear. This week, we're getting to Sebo Walker, May Beyond 4-star. Boo Johnson spoke in an interview about Mountain Dew leaving their departure. KOSTON 3 Nike shoe with some sock edition installed into the shoe. There's a new S footwear shoe called the Cessla. And SLS Street League Skateboarding is announcing four pro riders that will be in this season Street League, and they announced one today. And last but not least, Tristan Funkhauser decided to release a second Substance part.
As well as his Thrasher part, which we haven't talked about. I mean, Skateboard Mag part.
Don't interrupt me again, little homie. I will slap you. I'm just kidding.
Just getting real in here.
I don't want you to forget it.
Let's get started all the way through the top. Ishad Nike PR part. It stands for Puerto Rico because that's where he was skating. This is the same.
Puerto Rico.
This is the same tour that he was saying that he wasn't hyped on. Is that right, Grant?
Yeah, that is the same one.
You're in Puerto Rico, dude. Fucking should be.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it was about. I mean, we never know what the tweets are about, but I mean, the video looked like he was having fun. It was a shot and some Nike teammates killing it in Puerto Rico.
I feel like Twitter maybe shouldn't be taking that serious. I mean,
it's probably due to certain circumstances.
Right.
It happens on tours,
like that tweet could have been anything. That could have been like he was drunk as fuck and didn't get his dick sucked. You know what I'm saying? That could have been anything. Yeah.
We've all had
something. Exactly.
Especially being a skater. Yeah, I've been there, man. But you're like, I gotta appreciate where I'm at the same time.
Shriekin', have you been to Puerto Rico?
I haven't. I want to. I see everybody go, but I'm like probably the only one that hasn't gone yet.
Okay. Okay, I was hoping to get a little bit of insight on why may or may not be the reason why Ishad is not enjoying Puerto Rico. But like you said, it could be any number of factors.
I don't know if he's into the culture or if he's not. It depends what he's feeling. If it's a skating or he wasn't getting taken to the right shit, it looks like he got taken to some good shit. So.
Yeah, I was going to say, from the footage, it looks like he's definitely having a good time.
Perfect segue to the footage. Yeah, awesome part.
Ask him that.
I love the guest appearances from KOSTON and Justin Brock and the other homies. I like this. I still remember from what I said last week. There's like a little circle platform that they were skating. I really enjoyed the nollie flip off of that into that little thin dirt way. Like
that was
gravel, fucking nasty. Justin Brock and his nollie flips are always happy to see. Grant, I was hoping to hear a little more happiness from you about this Ishad part. Was there any highlights that I could
hype it up, B?
Hey, fire it up. Anything from Ishad is the best. You know how I feel about Ishad footage.
Yeah. Anything that stood out in the video part for you?
Honestly, it was that circle spot that you just mentioned. I was going to say the same thing.
I think you're just swagger jacking. Come on, you got to come up with something else.
I mean, that thing,
that
landing was not too clean. It was very crusty landing, which was enjoyable. I don't know. I liked it. It's a cool video.
Let's talk about the. Yeah, go ahead.
Is there any way we could get Shriekin's mic up a little bit?
Sounds good to me.
Turn my headphones up.
People said it's a little low.
It is slightly low, so yeah. If you have to shriek it, maybe you could just talk real loud.
Oh, I gotta yell shit now, huh?
A little bit. Yell that shit.
Are you good? You're good. I know, right? So you're like, why is this fool yelling so fucking much, dude? What the fuck?
Yeah. Let's talk about the biggest thing that probably happened last week was Jaws Ollie. One of the biggest shit that ever happened was 25 stairs in Lyon. Michael Medina, you're shaking your head. Please give me your thoughts.
My favorite part about the whole thing is that he brought Ollie with.
Me too, brother. Me too.
That was my favorite part about it. The way that they was it Thrasher? Yeah, it was Thrasher. The way that they presented the whole thing was amazing to me.
I agree.
Like it showed because all right, I'm curious whether they showed every attempt or if they just showed like the real like, oh fuck, he almost had it kind of thing.
Sure.
They probably showed what was necessary, you know. You know, there's countless attempts that we could actually fucking take, and I don't know about that stuff. I would want to
exactly.
do that shit. I would want to do that shit like quickly as possible if need be, you know. And then Josh seems like he could just do that shit. And I think if they probably showed pretty much as many tries as he did, you know, I think it's hard not to show as many tries as that.
Yeah.
You know, like,
right. Yeah. And I know that I read somewhere something about it that like that he only does it's like a trick a certain amount of times on like that big shit. Like he'll only jump over something a few times. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah! Right? Have you seen this shit? Have you seen, dude? Man, I'm surprised his knees haven't gave in yet. Yeah. It's crazy.
You know what was gnarly? You know what was gnarly is before he started trying it when he jumped, like when he went all the way to the tallest point and just jumped straight down. Like I was at like watching my computer, like, oh fuck, my knees are killing me right now. Like, holy shit!
Mm-hmm.
I can only imagine. I know, I could only imagine, but hey, he fucking conquered the fucking goddamn everything. Conquered Goliath there.
I was a little skeptical. Not skeptical. I was a little curious on whether people would be bummed on the whole melon thing, and I'm super glad that they're not. I'm so glad that they're not. Like had I seen some later, oh, he grabbed his board, I'd been like, really, bitch, like. It's
who cares?
The fact that he jumped down it, the fact that he threw his body down that, the fact that he fucking rolled away from it. I don't care how you get down that. He did it regardless of the fact. So you could go try to ollie it if you want.
Yeah, I think it was crazy when he stood up at the top of the point of even above the stair set, and he had jumped down free fall flat.
Oh yeah, dude. Have you seen how small he is? He's a fucking tiny dude.
Yeah, he's real skinny. Yeah,
he's tiny, but he's just really flexible. It's all his backyard activities. You know, he has like trampoline. He has all this crazy shit in his backyard to get him, like, I swear, prepared for that type of shit when he was growing up. So, Aaron's the shit, though.
I have to follow up with what you said earlier, though, too, Mike, is that how they presented Ali Bilala, because the second that shit hit Instagram and the cover, everyone was like, you got to tell Ollie. When Ollie's getting blown up, he's like, bitch, I was there.
You think he wants to be jumping down that shit nowadays? That was like, what, like 12? I don't even know, probably longer than that, years ago and shit, dude.
Yeah. Well, he made a joke. He made a joke saying, like, hey, could you imagine he does it? You know, it takes it 25 times to do the stair set, and it's 25 stairs. And I tried it 25 years ago, but that's not possible. Because he'd probably be 4 or 5. I don't know how old he is. Go ahead.
You know what stood out to me as well is when he said, "Oh, it looks a little bit smaller this time."
Sometimes when you go back to shit, you're like, "Oh, it's not as bad as it is in my head."
Yeah, and I get that. I get that to an extent, but fucking Christ, man, how did that look? How did that look smaller?
I don't know. The date, dude, I know. I've been to some places. I'm like, damn, I thought this was a little bit bigger, but I don't know.
I can get that on like an 8 or a 9 stair. I can understand, you know, but the 25
depends on how you look at it. I mean, shit, some folks do that task.
Yeah, that's true. The way that spot is set up is so fucking crazy. Like it's just perfect. It's just perfect.
What I didn't know, the drop-in part. I didn't know that there was a drop-in part. I thought it was an endless runway that you could just get forever speed like El Toro, and you just go. But there happened to be a convenient man-made natural,
convenient.
A convenient ramp, if you will, kind of like the similar, like a sideways setup to Wallenberg, where you have a ramp
for it,
and you just go down and skate that shit.
I guess it was meant to be, right?
It is.
Still hauled ass though.
You gotta wonder if Ali Bilal used that same ramp or if he just pushed to it and shit.
I heard that
Ali. I would love to know.
Yeah.
Right. I like that's what I kind of like. What if that shit wasn't even there? Like like whatever, however long ago.
It looks like it's part of like the other, like the. It looks like it's part of like the ground though. You know what I'm saying? Like it looked like.
True.
Yeah.
So, but either way, those fools were jumping down that shit, and that shit is gnarly.
I've always wondered if there's like random like European footage out there somewhere that has like random other dudes trying to jump down that shit.
I feel like it would have been
possibly.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah,
probably.
And especially in today's day and age, like who the fuck wouldn't pull their phone out for that one?
I bet you fools are about to go there now and try to fuck kickflip.
Oh my god! If that, oh my god!
Once fools start getting things going, you're like, dude, I'm gonna make my name at this goddamn 25 stair.
Sure.
And I'm gonna try to kickflip it, even if they.
Dude, that'll put you in the game immediately.
Sure. Yeah, you could. You make a case for the Davis gap. You know, you thought kickflip was gonna be the craziest thing to go down it. And then you saw a switch 180. You saw a tray flip. It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy shit.
Crazy shit. Now they're skating at like a fucking skate park gap and shit. I guess, dude. More power to you.
So Josh Kalis left his position at Heliclips, and his quote on Instagram said, "I am no longer partner at Heliclips. It was a lot of fun, and I wish Heliclips the best of luck. Shout out to all of them folks sent me clips and videos. In the future, send them directly to Behead Cabrera, because I guess that's the gentleman who had taken over for Instagram. And this is a statement done via Ride Channel. It says, with so many things that I need to focus, and this was a statement I assume given to Ride Channel, or it was sent out to some publication, but I caught this source on Ride Channel. It says, there's so many things I need to focus on, such as skateboarding, Speed Society, and that's his car shit that he likes to get into, his muscle cars.
He's getting it.
And family. Heliclips is something I found myself leaving behind, he says. Because of this, I made the decision to sell my shares to Corey Cabrera, who works very hard within the company since day one.
Yep.
I saw that you had liked my tweet, tripping out on this a little bit, Shuriken. Anybody want to add some thoughts to Josh Kalis leaving Heliclips?
I wonder why.
He's got to do what he got to do. He's got plenty of things that I think he's got going on and shit. And then as of Heliclips, as it becomes bigger and bigger, it becomes a lot more harder to actually organize to sense. So now you need more help in that sense. So I don't know. I guess maybe it was just over and just like, I want to focus on this other stuff. Like, I don't think it was any hard feelings. No, nothing like that. It was just like, here, have my homies. It was for the homies, and he's letting the homies run it too again. So it's like, I think it's just mutual, and he's doing his own thing, and they're doing their thing, and they wished him the best. So,
but why sell your shares? Why not just keep your shares? And that's my question.
I don't know. That is a question. I don't know. I know Corey personally, so he's definitely pumped on that whole deal, and now he's just trying to build off that. And so as of just giving up and just not sticking with it, and just kind of, I guess he wanted to maybe prove himself, not just be someone there that's just reaping the benefits, and he's not doing nothing.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
If that's the case, but that's the reasons for him. But I think he's doing well for himself, and he just wished the homies the best, and he's probably still keeping word on everything and shit. That doesn't mean they're not friends no more. So.
Right.
I mean, it definitely seemed like he went not with an issue. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. He made it really clear, professional, and ain't no hard feelings. This is my decision. I wish that the homies the best, and it's killing it. So that's wish him best for the future, and. He's killed in his cars, and he's got his family, and I don't know how old he is now, but he's definitely had a fucking great career, and still does. He still kills it on the board too.
For sure.
He ain't going nowhere. So.
Except fast on the highway. I do want to ask you and segue into this later, because I do want to mention your video part, but because your video part was released on Heliclips recently, and would you call it again Ninja? Was it Skate Ninja?
Skate Assassin.
Skate Assassin?
Yeah, it's just a segment that they had going.
Yeah, it's like they titled it, right?
What I want to ask now, the real question, so we don't veer off the subject here, is was Corey your connection to get on Heliclips and release that part exclusive with Heliclips?
Initially, like, yeah, there was a couple heads that kind of reached out to me and threw the idea out there. There was some talk about it, so I just kind of wanted to, all right, cool, let's see, and weigh out my options due to the fucking goddamn circumstances that happened with Santa Cruz and shit like that.
Yeah, don't get on very off topic here.
Yeah. For sure, we'll get to that
what I do like though, what I do like is what Josh Kalis brought to the table is that he would help bring some exclusive content with Heliclips, like for instance his interview with Lenny Kirk. So I am gonna miss his involvement with Heliclips, and I was given the opportunity to be nominated for Helly's Awards in 2013. Just a stand-up great guy, and I'm gonna miss him being involved with Heliclips, but I do look forward to his future endeavors that he will be getting into. Let's go ahead and transition here into the next topic. Grant, you're going to take care of this one. Sean Malto was almost on Adidas. You have a big smile on your face, and you have some stuff you'd like to say.
He's pumped because I want those shit.
No, please enlighten us. Please enlighten us on how, first of all, this came to light and how people now know that it was confirmed that he was almost on Adidas, and share your segment on how you can also further confirm this.
Well, yeah, I mean, there was definitely rumors in between his etnies, like off etnies and before Nike was announced. Mm-hmm. When it was going on, which was, I'm guessing, 3 or 4 years ago, maybe. There's lots of Adidas rumors, and there's lots of articles. If you search Sean Malto Adidas, see a lot of people speculating about that. And then Jamie Thomas runs a thing called Garage Days Collection, where he'll be selling his old stuff that he's had, like old pro model shoes or sample board graphics, stuff like that. And then he opened that that site for like other people to sell stuff too. And so somehow I think they said it was one of 4 or one of 3, like a Sean Malto shoe for Adidas that someone got their hands on. They sold it through Garage Days, so that photo was out there, like everyone saw it now.
Right.
And so some people that never knew about it were like, oh, what? Like confused. Well, he's on Nike, da-da-da. But like in reality, like all this happened before Nike. And then the thing that like, I mean, I could be wrong. I've never heard a single person bring it up though, like in skate media or whatever, that I noticed. It's in, if you want to look to confirm this, is it's a Sean Malto Skull Candy video. I think it's called Skate with Buds or something like that. Just going through Kansas City, like, oh, this is my house, whatever, cruise around KC with his homies. And you'll see a Kansas City Chiefs jersey, and it says, the guy's last name is Barry, or Strong, maybe it.
I'll look it up for you.
Okay. Called Skate with Buds. His last name is Barry or Strong, one of those. And it says, like, I hope you join the team, like, thanks, Sean, something like that, signed on it by the football player. And I was confused. Like, what would that mean? Join what team? He's not going to be on Kansas City Chiefs, obviously. Like, what is he talking about? So I just Googled.
He's not gonna come out there.
So I Googled football player's name.
He's on the fucking team. He's on the baseball team.
And this football player is sponsored by Adidas for football, right? Like, he's like one of their big dudes on the Adidas football program. And so I realized that guy had given Sean that jersey before Sean signed with Nike. Like, that was like something that Adidas was doing for him, trying to get him on Adidas.
Yeah.
Like,
he's like,
we'll go. Like Adidas dude to hook him up with this jersey and sign in what other Chiefs stuff, I'm guessing. And then like, so that was weird. Like, it was just funny, like that coming back up because no one's talked about that in years. And then I've never shared that whole like thing that I found in that Skull Candy video, just because it's so random and like it's so. I don't know. Like, does that even matter? I don't know, but I just thought it was interesting and funny that, like, to see that, like, Adidas was probably using that, like, come with us, like, this dude, like,
come
to Adidas. We got this football dude, and you love the Kansas City,
exactly.
Hard.
Yeah,
he wants you on Adidas.
It's a no-brainer. But so you know, the last name was Barry.
Okay, yeah.
So Kansas City, you're Kansas City. I mean, we got Adidas. I mean, come on, you know, you want to be a part of it. And he was probably, yeah, I'm down. Made the shoe for him. And then Nike said, we got that money, bitch.
And then how much money you offering? What? Oh, 20 G? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I can ride with you. Yeah, that seems about right. 20, maybe 4? No, okay, yeah, we'll take it.
Take that Nike.
The money game.
So when you saw the Garage Days photo on their Instagram, and again, no relation to me, Drew's Days and Garage Days or no, I wanted to ask you, was that your first time seeing the photo of the Sean Malto shoe?
Yeah, I never saw that shoe. Well, I think that's just let's see. It's just it's a normal Adidas skate shoe. The model's out. That was just like a colorway for him.
Okay, so I was curious about that. Yeah,
I was curious about that too. I was wondering
if it was actually designed new pro model for him, if it was already an existing shoe, or they made a colorway like you said.
Yeah, it was just a colorway for him, I think.
Gotcha.
So no, I haven't seen that. I would like to say that no public, like normal person that's not super involved in the industry has seen that. I don't think it was ever out there. Mm-hmm. Everyone knew it was a possibility. I found out that football thing, which is just random and weird, doesn't necessarily have a ton of significance.
Sure, it was right after Etnies too.
That was but it is funny just to see.
I mean, it is funny because that was done in 2013. That video.
We're here over 3 years later, and he's still having a Nike shoe with his name on it, but he got more money, I guess. I'm assuming. I don't know what his contract is.
Of course, he got more money, bro. He doesn't have a fucking shoe or a colorway for himself in Nike.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So.
And he don't got the Kansas City Chiefs.
What shoes does he wear on Nike? Janowski's?
Usually Janowski's.
Well, how are we going to redesign those?
So tell me about this Miles Silva's crooked. He's riding crooked boards. Is that true?
At least in one video, yeah. It's an Adidas video about Skin Phillips, photographer. I think it's called Know Your Roots, somewhere around there, around that title. And they just talk about Skin and his like growing up and taking photos. And so some of the team riders, there's just like
maybe a guest
some
board
RT
or some
shots.
shit.
Yeah, and there's so if you look it up on YouTube, watch it, you'll see Miles holding a crooked board. Like, it's clearly his, like with the sponsor stick, he's holding it like he's skating. You know,
definitely through the Adidas thing and Gons and all that shit.
Yeah, I mean,
and take that guest board.
Thunder.
So I'll take whatever board.
Thunder stuff too. Yeah, deluxe.
I would be so hyped on that. That is a sick fit, dude.
Yeah. But right now he's riding what do they call it? Playa boards. PLA boards.
It's a skate shop.
That's his shop.
That's a shop
board, which is sick that he's repping his shop this hard at the time.
Yeah,
but obviously it's not a board sponsor. He clarified that that's just a skate shop board with his name.
But
on
they
it.
made a pro model board for him, or a guest board, if you will.
I've heard of that happening before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Intermission board, side board.
Shrieken, I'm curious now. Have you ever had a guest board?
No, I haven't had a guest board. I like guest board. Who want to give me a guest board?
Mafia.
I was gonna say Mafia.
Get
one on Mafia.
Get a Mafia, man.
I know Mafia board. I know it was talked about, but
Shuriken for Mafia in 2016.
They're the homies and shit. But
fuck yeah,
I'll take a guest board from everyone that does guest boards. Let's do all guest boards. Let's do this.
Dan Connolly.
4 different guest boards out there. How about that?
Calling out Dan Connolly. Get this boy on.
Right. I know, right? That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Any type of board's a good board.
Well, all right. Again, shameless plug. I love it. But let's talk about people who are getting off of board companies. Zara Bassett just left Expedition One. A photo on Instagram with just a photo with no caption said, "I left Expedition One. Thanks for the last few years." And then they had like some firework, like 3 fireworks, pa pa pa.
Right.
Or maybe it was like shots fired. He was like, "Fuck y'all." Da, da, da. But that was the caption. What do you guys make of this? I want to get Medina. I want to hear some stuff from you. What do you make?
It's like that whole, if you're not DGK, like I feel like the whole KO scene is kind of strange. Maybe it's like I live in the Midwest and there's not as big of an influence, I guess. But I don't really see Expedition decks, so I really don't see Organica boards ever.
Yeah.
I see DGK shit all the time.
Yeah, it's a world.
I don't know. I don't know.
On a different level.
We all know Zared Bassett fucking shreds. It's not like he's not gonna.
Oh, yeah.
And he puts out footage too. He's not.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's not like he's gonna just disappear. He's been putting out stuff for a while. I don't know.
He's been killing it.
Expedition. I don't know, dude. KO it confuses me. I don't really understand.
Sometimes it's bad business. I don't know. Sometimes it's just button heads, and I don't know. Sometimes there's multiple reasons why, but maybe they were just button heads, and maybe what was due, and maybe that was happening, or maybe they weren't doing much as of like. Taking them places or whatever. Maybe not doing too much for him and shit. Now,
Well, it's weird.
Let's see what it is. It is a hard fucking decision. That's crazy. I don't know if it was bad blood or not, but that could be a reason.
You ever skate with Zared Shuriken?
Oh yeah, Zared's the homie. He fucking rips, dude. Vicious Cycle part was fucking
so good.
And he didn't tell you nothing. He's the homie.
He didn't tell me nothing. I don't know. I mean, we don't fucking talk on the phone too much or anything like that. But when we see each other, we're always good and Instagram bullshit like that. And,
okay.
Yeah, Zared's always cool with me and shit. So he's always the homie.
Well, we look forward to see what Zared Bassett does. Also come out of KO is a collaboration with Adidas. Funny that they get mentioned up again with Rodrigo TX. If you guys want to check out the collaboration they have with all types of collaboration, it'll be in the link in the description, and I'll also put in the show notes here on Blab. And if you guys are listening via podcast on iTunes, it's www.thekostore.com/collections/DGKX Adidas. And they had released a part with Rodrigo TX of it's a culmination of it's not new footage. It's a lot of footage that's already been filmed and been out, and they made a culmination of Rodrigo a re-edit. Yes, re-edit. That's what they did.
I think they call it restitched. That's what it was, huh? Another term for it and shit.
Yeah,
so, and it's a good footy anyway, so I'll see it again.
Yeah,
it's rare when footy gets still glorified like that nowadays. Footy comes and goes. Now it's just.
I found out about the collab from DJ Khaled's Snapchat. Sorry.
What?
You said DJ Khaled?
DJK,
Yeah, they hooked him up with the shoes.
Because that is the key.
Yo, that's such a key.
Major key.
He has all the answers right now, so maybe I should take some advice from DJ.
Dude, if you don't ever oversaturate yourself with DJ Khaled, that shit is gold. Just don't watch too much of it.
Interesting.
Oh, man.
Yeah. You don't want to play yourself, that's for sure. So next up, we have Kelly Hart. He came out of the Barracks video. Again, cute name called Heart Attack. His last name is Hart.
You love saying that it's cute. What is so fucking cute about it? Why is it so cute?
You know what, man? I'm trying to freshen up some shit, man. I don't. Come on, introducing this.
What does that mean?
No one says cute. Just trying to bring it.
No one's cute, man. Come on.
No one's cute, man.
Come on. People are saying, "Damn, Daniel." I'm saying, I didn't say Kelly Hart is cute. I'm not saying he's not a bad-looking dude.
Damn, Drew.
Damn,
I'm Drew.
Desi.
Damn, Drew. Hey, did you hear that Vans gave that full Vans for life?
Yeah, for life.
Yeah.
That is so sick.
For life.
And he was on Ellen. Damn, Daniel.
So, back to the topic. Back to the topic. Although that is a good one.
Topic.
Damn, Andrew.
So it did just come out. It came out. It was a culmination of Instagram clips with Kelly Hart, and it came out right around Valentine's Day. So it's as you would expect. It was just as you expect. He did some shit over some shit, and he did some manuals into some shit and out of some shit. It was some tight shit. So check out the Kelly Heart Attack. Classic Kelly. Also a collaboration. Damie Thomas did a collaboration with Fawn Footwear, partnering with Core Skate Shops. And he did it with these skate shops I'm about to mention. He did it with Active, Escapist, Connect, 303? Or is
it's
it
in Denver?
Is that what they call it?
I think that. I would assume 303 or 303. Yeah.
Well, because of it's interesting because when it's 303, they put 3 and then the 0 spelt out because of Jamie Thomas
really?
0. Yeah, and then a 3 after that. So the collaborations were done all uniquely. They had one with McGill's. They had one called Top of the World. I never heard of that skate shop. Have you heard of that one? That's a new one.
No.
South Side. Faith Skate Supply Plus, just all types of different skate shops. And I think this is real cool that he's going to these skate shops and doing collaborations with the shoes.
Maybe the phone was still around.
As they should, support the skate shops, the real skate
that is
shops.
dope though.
Yeah,
because that's what keeps all of us floating. That's what keeps me going. That's what keeps fucking all the rest of the dudes that you love.
For
going.
sure.
Yeah.
That is a damn.
So
That's for sure.
So shout out to Fawn. Check out their collaborations. It's very interesting. I dig it.
Oh yeah.
So let's go into this week's topics. Although not the most productive week, but some hidden gems that came out. We'll go and get into the big one here. The Costa 3s, Medina. Costa 3 Nike SB. You trash. Damn, he did straight out trash. Not even just a little bit. He just covered trash straight out. Have you seen?
You know what? All right, I'm gonna give you my honest opinion on it.
Please, yes. Oh, I love honest opinions.
Okay, here's what I was thinking when I first saw them. Right, they look strange. Like they don't look like they don't look like skate shoes. They look like that dude that who
was supposed to be.
That's what I'm saying. And I
don't think they ever intended it to be.
I feel you. No, I feel you. And the whole okay. Oh my god! I don't know where the fuck. Oh my god, dude.
So what is it about it? Is it? Well, you got to talk about the unique feature about it. It's the socks.
Yes, that's the whole point. That's my thing. That's my issue because there's not one.
And what I'm saying for those who are listening and don't know, it's there's like a sock that goes just right where you enter your foot. There's actually a sock that sticks out right around the ankle.
That sock gets super funky.
That's what I was.
That's what I was trying to get to.
You still wear socks, and then that it's like.
Yeah, but bro, it's okay, and I understand. Oh, absolutely. There's no doubt, and who doesn't?
But I don't know. Is it like? I don't even know what that was supposed to be, but I guess.
I don't know, man.
It comes from the Kobe's.
Yeah, I know. That's what it's literally modeled after, 100%. But here's
it's sock. It's just a weird ass sock.
I'm just not backing the sock, man.
Maybe it is ankle support, man. Maybe I don't.
No, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is.
It'll probably sell anyway. So that's what's fucked up.
Are you?
Oh, hey, check it. That was the point I was about to make, though. Mm-hmm. Is it gonna? There's rumors that it has a $150 price tag on it.
Wow, KOSTON.
That's fucking crazy, bro. $150 to willingly and purposely fucking destroy your shoes.
True.
But they got a sock though.
They got a sock though.
What's kind of cool on the sock? It says KOSTON on the side of the sock.
Love that.
I kind of like the hidden detail. You gotta do a hidden detail. And can you remove the sock? Is that possible?
Okay,
can the sock be removed?
You guys are already asking my questions. Is the sock removable?
Yeah, can you take the sock off? You're like, I kind of dig the shoe. The sock, not so much. If I remove the sock?
It's built in all the way.
I believe so. I could be wrong.
Oh man, if you can remove it, that changes the game for me because then it's is it a mid, is it a low top, or is it this sock hybrid?
Yeah.
I mean, it's still $150 though. Are you gonna spend that?
Yeah. Absolutely not.
Grant, are you your thoughts on the shoe, please?
My thoughts on the shoe? KOSTON's a legend. He can do what he wants. I'm never going to spend $150 to buy shoes.
What does that mean? He's just going to rip these little kids and their moms off.
My question, Grant, I understand that KOSTON can do what he wants. I understand KOSTON's a fan of the shoe. My question to you is, are you a fan of the shoe?
Personally, it's not my style of shoe, no.
So you're not a fan. Gotcha. Shuriken, what do you think about the new sock shoe?
I'm a KOSTON fan, though.
Sock shoe, yeah. KOSTON's the fucking dopest. Sock shoe, if you want it, go grab it. But
the question is, are we gonna see you with the sock shoe out there in the streets doing tray flips?
Sock shoe? Nah. Probably not. I probably got some torn ass bullshit that I'm just rocking. But hey, Jimmy S was hooking me up, fucking DCs. That was pretty cool.
Oh,
Hey.
great.
So it's West Flow, dude. West Flow is fucking on point right now.
Homie Flow.
All those San Diego
flow.
days are coming back to fruition, bro.
Yeah, West Flow is fucking on point, but
Hell yeah.
it's fucking always the dopest.
That's amazing.
Other than that shit, the shoe game is crazy, dude. The shoe game is fucking insane right now.
So what was the last shoe sponsor you had?
Good question. Let's see.
Was it Osaka? iPath.
That was probably like 3 years ago, maybe.
Right.
They flopped. The fucking dude ran it in the ground.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Hey, hold up on the streaking question. This is getting too good here.
All right.
So we'll transition that shoe question to a new one, a new topic that came out. S Footwear released a new shoe called the Cessla.
It looks sick.
Does look sick. It kind of reminds me
like,
of it reminds me of Filament. It reminds me of Filament.
Filaments?
No,
Really?
Because
It reminded me of S KOSTON 2 and 3s with like a 2016 feel to it. That's what it reminded me of.
Okay.
The homie says that shoe is also $150.
No.
Yeah, Mexican
The
prices
Cessla?
are on a budget.
No,
dude.
it's not. It's $100. It's not 150.
in Canada,
$100.
It's $100.
It's $100.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't think S would make a shoe that expensive.
Man, I want to.
Affordable shoe. Hey, TKs were running at fucking like 120 or something like that when they were on Supras.
That's
that was
crazy.
insane. I was like, damn, I wonder, dude.
I destroyed those shoes.
So you had them then.
And after 120, I got them bitches for like $40.
Yeah. $9.99 in American.
Discount prices.
The new Cessla is $99.99. So $100.
That's gnarly. You gonna buy some, Drew?
Kelly Hart, if you want to hook me up, that'd be great, man. You know, check him out.
Kelly, help us out.
You're trying to buy those Yeezys and shit. I know Drew was trying to
Oh, you know, I'm trying to come in those
He
Yeezys.
wants to skate those.
No,
I watched some
Those
Yeezys. I watched some Yeezys get deep fried earlier.
I'll do a couple tray flips of them. It's cool.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Sebo Walker and 4-star Grant, explain.
Sibo. Oh yeah, we posted a board photo the other day. Just of his board set being a 4-star sticker. So I don't really think too much of. The funny thing was a lot of people commented like, "Oh, you're going to 4-star," all about the 4-star thing.
Mm-hmm.
And Sibo was replying to other comments, like purposely avoiding every single comment about 4-star, which I just thought I found it.
That's so awesome.
That's a good one.
My man Grant was deep in the comments reading everything.
You got to get that.
He was sitting in class bored as fuck. He wrote through these Sebo questions.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's obviously involved at Krail Tap with
Screenshot Grant.
But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, it's possible. I mean, he put the sticker on his board. Does that mean anything? I don't know. It's just a sticker, but like
Possibly.
yeah, he's the homie.
Usually it does.
In the world of social media, in the age of social media, any little subtle thing is like, what did this on purpose? Blank board means I left my sponsor.
But yeah, so who knows? We'll see. I think it'd be a great fit to me. I mean, I'm sure he's it'd be rad.
So there was an interview done with Boo Johnson, and I did not write the publication for it. Grant, if you could check that out for me with the interview, I'd appreciate that.
It's a British website. It's a British site.
Yeah, it is.
So,
all right, go, Drew.
British.
So what bums me out is whoa, why am I getting? I don't like when I'm getting phone calls here. I am hairy as fuck. Thank you, Core Corn Dog. I didn't know that. What the fuck when that happened? So I wanted to say so. I noticed that he did the you still look at the publication, right?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Okay, so that came out, and then he had addressed the Mountain Dew question, which your boy Drew wanted to get the interview, and I had talked to him way before this interview even was conducted, and he's over there. You said he's in Great Britain. Where's he at?
Yeah, Britain.
Yeah, he in Britain.
Yeah.
When your boy local 2 hours away in California. I could come to you.
Wait, was it British? I'm sorry, it might not been actually. That might have been the Joey Brzezinski interview I was reading.
Well, anyways, aside from me being being selfish and a little angry here for not getting the interview myself, he had addressed it anyway. So the interview, they asked him. It was the same thing he had posted on Instagram, saying that they couldn't back his image, and that they had already talked to him one time previously. So he already had some warning, according to Boo Johnson, that it wasn't just an abrupt cutoff, that they already gave him a warning saying, and I know Sharik is shaking his head about not being able to smoke cannabis and share that shit. Man. Yeah, corporate game. So
do you know how much shit is just already public fucking size and shit, dude, man?
Yeah.
That's the least of their worries. But
did they not know that when they signed him up? Like, it's not like this shit is brand new to him.
I think
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
He's
like.
been posting about it.
You look at me, you're like, dude, I've been on some fucking pretty corporate companies in the past and shit. And I'm like, you look at me and this is like what you want. This is what you're gonna get. And if you like, it's like, fuck, dude. It's like you already kind of knew the lifestyle, what we do, and it's fucked up to take it to hold somebody against that as like him being this is his career, man. This is like you're fucking with this shit over something that's like really helping us. You know, this is what we do. Our body takes so much punishment. So we'd rather you want us to use prescription drugs rather than something that's natural and like that comes out the fucking goddamn earth for us. Like, man, this is nothing. If it's like, if he's fucking up and like actually making like claims and being all wild and like flamboyant about it, that's on him. But honestly, I don't see him doing that. That's what's just kind of fucked up.
That's my thing. That's my thing too. It's like it wasn't that he wasn't producing. Like, dude was still throwing the fuck down, high as fuck. So who cares? He's making your company money. He's producing. He's got that Mountain Dew sticker all over his board all the time. What the fuck are you doing, dog? You stupid.
So I think they know. I think they knew that, and they gave him. They knew that. They gave him warning. And I guess he kept doing it, and then
I guess maybe just posting too much on social media.
That's what they said. It was about the social media aspect.
Yeah, honestly, that was it.
He has boards. I swear, he probably has boards that are fucking promoting fucking weed and all that shit. I don't even know. I'm not saying that he does, but you know, and that's like
I'm sure he does.
I mean, it's his lifestyle. It's just fucking crazy how they're holding shit against him like that.
It's weird that they would
I get that shit all the time though too. So it's it's not uncommon, but this is like the fucking lifestyle, man. This is what it is. Who
the fuck's drinking that shit anyway?
Yeah, that's bad for you anyway, dude. Fuck.
Yeah, so that was.
I guess there goes any other future endorsements and shit, dude. Sorry.
I don't know anyone that I don't know anyone that just heel flips from stairs and really wants a Mountain Dew afterwards.
So what?
I guess it was just for the money, honestly.
I mean, for sure. That skate program is weird.
Fuck, man. It's not like we're fucking drug dealers or some shit over here, dude. It's fucked up.
So next we got
Wait, the publication.
Yo, you got it. Thank you.
Yeah, it's lpatin.com on YouTube. So I'm guessing the website would be lpatin.com.
Thank you. Yeah, before Sharik left us. Yeah, we'll get him back in here.
Get back in here, Doc.
Sure, you can go ahead and give us a call when you get a moment. We'll transition into the new news that just came out today.
There we are.
Street League. What the hell? Are you Shriek? Are you there? Oh, I thought I heard him. No, I thought I heard him for a second. Is Street League announced today that they're gonna? Well, they had already announced that they're gonna add 4 new pros into this season's Street League, and they announced the big one today. And to me, is the biggest one is Miles Silvis. Now, if you guys follow me on Twitter, shameless plug, at Drew Stays. You'll know my thoughts is that I said if they're announcing Miles Silvis, then the other 3 people that they're going to announce, the hype is already gone. Unless you're going to add another huge name.
I'm going to have to disagree with you.
Who could they add? Who could they add where the hype is going to be bigger than Miles Silvis? I only got one, and that would be no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Oh, you're crazy. I'd lose my shit if Gilbert got it. Are you serious?
I see your point. No, I will say I do see your point. But okay, I'll say what I
think that not a trendy, super in your face dude. Would be fucking. That would be the big deal.
Yeah, and they haven't had a guy like that since Dylan Reeder or even Reynolds. Yeah.
Yeah. Chicago lost their shit for Reynolds, dude.
Sure. Oh, that
as
they should.
This motherfucker dropped in and we lost our shit. I swear to God, dude.
Dude, Miles is a very good.
I can't wait to see what he does.
It's interesting because I don't think anyone really
not
seen
like
him
that. Not like those stakes, especially Yeah, he's consistent. He has the consistency, so I'm not doubting his performance.
To add to what I was going to say earlier is that there's only one other name, and of course he's trendy, would be Chris Jocelyn.
Well, he was in qualifiers last year and didn't make it, right?
Yeah, I heard about
almost
that.
Made it.
And I mean, it's like, doesn't he just skate parks all day? I feel like Jocelyn will definitely make it this year.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait to see the
He's a pro board now. He's got to make it.
Do you really think that Crockett would be one of the names?
Dude, I don't know. He gets a lot of coverage, dude. He gets a lot of coverage, and
let's play the guessing game. This is always fun. What's the guessing game?
I kind of
Who do you think the three people will be? What three people? Yeah, okay, but let's say the other three people. Who are they going to announce?
All right, let's get it.
Go ahead, Mike. We'll give you the floor. Shit. What three names?
Fuck, I don't know, dude. I'm trying to think of like who's popping.
What about you, Grant? You got three names on deck?
They should put SIBO in there.
KB? Oh, KB would be a good one.
Kevin Bradley.
Yeah. I could see him out of most of those like Supreme FA dudes. Tyshawn, maybe, cool. I could see. I've seen Tyshawn say he'd be down to press his whole contest.
But he's not pro though, so like I feel like they, you know what I mean, they like to have the.
I don't think they're tripping on the pro.
You don't think so? They love to have pros, man. They love to have pros that they can
do,
promote.
But they've had AMs in the Pro Open.
Yeah,
they've had AMs that have had a
series, not an actual, not yet.
Yes, Matt Berger.
You're absolutely right. I'm sorry. You're absolutely right. Berger killed it too.
So yeah, I don't think it has any effect personally. I don't know. Who do I just say? SIBO, KB, Tyshawn.
I'd really like to see Kevin Bradley, honestly. I'm kind of hyped on that one. That one's fucking really cool to me.
Trevor's already in. For whoever comes to Trevor Coden. Beeble was in it.
Yeah, he wasn't into it.
Guy would be cool. I've always thought Guy would be cool.
Wasn't Corey in it already too?
Corey was in that Pro Open thing and had a lot of fun and didn't take it seriously, which who cares?
What the fuck is Shuriken at?
I don't know. My three I would say would be I'd like to see
Carlos Rivera. That's my choice. That's my official pick. Carlos Rivera.
I'm gonna cop that one from you, man, because that's a really good one. I really like that one. I also want to see Riley Hawk.
Ooh, shit.
And then the third one would be
B. Herman.
Mr. Nolly and
fucking hard flip.
Jocelyn. Third one would be Jocelyn.
Nick Tucker? That's Jocelyn. Yeah, I mean, I would bet money that Jocelyn's one of these like.
Wasn't Nick Tucker in the Pro Open thingy too?
I think he. Yeah, he was actually right last year.
CJ would be tight.
Blake Carpenter, he was in Pro Open. He should be in it again. At least have some.
I'm back in CJ. I'm gonna go with that one too. That one's dope.
Cyril Jackson.
That's really good. No, whoever thought of that's a really good one.
Carlos, dude. Carlos always got.
Carlos is always on it, bro. Carson Cleveland. That'd be
there's
great.
no curve rails. He's not gonna.
Dang, bro.
Damn. If there was S rails, dude, Carson wins.
Carson would be great. I'd love to see Carson in there.
Let's talk about Tristan Funkhauser, man.
He said, "How about that new kid, Ashad?"
Tristan Funkhauser.
Yes, Suchu would be sick.
Suchu would be very cool too. Quick Feet McGee.
What about Tristan Funkhauser?
He's the best, dude. T-Funk.
Can we clap it up for T-Funk?
T-Funk. T-Funk.
T-Funk.
Thank you.
Jeez,
T-Funk.
T-Funk.
Can I say something?
You may say whatever you want.
All right, dude. All right. After watching all this T-Funk footage, dude, you fucking urban kids, I'm looking directly at your picture right now, Grant. You fucking urban kids need to step your game up because he is shitting on everything else, dude. That dude is
so tight, dude.
So gnarly, dude. Like, oh my god.
Go ahead and keep the podcast going. I'm gonna refresh.
Do you know what else I thought about? Is he needs to get off that DC program. He needs to Rowan needs to talk to some people over at Vans. And this fool needs to be in Propeller 2 or whatever the fuck the next video is.
Vans would be a cool fit.
He fits perfect. He fits perfect. Where's slip-ons? Oh shit, Shuriken's top left. That's so sick.
See, I'm
Yeah, you're a true spot.
Hey, Shuriken.
Yeah, I'm in the guest spot. Hell yeah. This
This is so
Yeah,
sick.
I'm
Yeah,
the
I love
host
it.
now.
Hey,
I'm
Shuriken, what are you
hosting
thinking about
shit now.
T-Funk?
I know. Hey, what do you think about the T-Funk part?
I'm impressed. I am definitely impressed on T-Funk. I always have. He's fucking little
Amazing.
chomper. He's got those
Jeez.
spots too. He's getting to the right spots. He's fucking doing the right tricks, and yeah, he'd probably be the next up.
I really love his combination of like flippy tricks, grinds and slides, and then like the wallies and the board and like the wall rides kind of shit. I love the combination, dude. Like it's like you said, you brought up his trick selection. Like fuck yeah, that's like that was my number one thing about it.
In his substance second part or whatever, the one that just dropped
Where
today.
he rolls into the grass and keeps it moving.
Stupid.
Okay.
Was that a switch cougar grind in the grass?
The little
Fucking clutch.
Hey, what about the ollie, the bump to bar? It's like he gaps all the way to the bar, little foot tap on the bar. That was
that
so
dude is
tight.
fucked up, man. He looks like he's about 5 feet tall. Like the board is like 3/4 of the size of his body.
It's crazy that he's 18.
I agree. I couldn't.
I thought he was like
I feel
14, bro.
Yeah, no, I didn't know he
That means he's older than me.
He's 34 inches tall.
Yeah.
See, Carlos is always killing it. Dude.
Shuriken, are you there?
God damn, dude.
Oh yeah, he's with us.
Yeah, get that boy some Wi-Fi. Oh man,
Dude.
I can't
Yeah,
hear you, Shuriken. Shuriken, we can't
refresh.
We're gonna get you back in here. Interesting. T-Funk's he's gonna turn pro this year.
absolutely.
And he'll get Skater of the Year.
I wouldn't be surprised if he turned pro tomorrow.
He'll get Sodi. He has my Sodi vote. No lie.
Yeah, I would say so far, him and Ashad and Evan Smith are up there.
Evan.
Too good. His shit
No,
is.
I'm still watching the Evan part, dude.
Dude, T-Funk is shrieking
No,
there.
Rowan's not
Yeah,
pro.
I'm here. You good?
All right, tight.
Oh yeah, we're good now. All right.
Let's go ahead and get into the Shuriken questions.
Okay, here, I got a question. I got a question about T-Funk though.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, Carlos just asked it. This was my thought. I was just gonna bring this up. So obviously there's this huge push for T-Funk to be pro. Like there's no way that this guy is not pro material kind of thing, right?
Uh-huh.
But then there's the whole Rowan thing. Do you turn them both pro at the same time?
Yeah, I'd say both.
That's what I thought too.
That's how they usually do it.
Yeah,
I think
Baker
that's sick.
does it like
I'm
that.
backing that fully. I think that's sick as fuck.
You know what Baker's gonna do? They're gonna rage and they're gonna turn them both pro, and the team's all gonna be there turning up. And
It's gonna be a dope ass edit.
There won't be a Baker team after that night because everyone's gonna get so trashed. Someone's gonna get hurt.
Oh boy.
Another riot in Hollywood.
Oh my
Yeah, the Baker
god!
squad. I know, right?
Bro, we just turned pro and then I just died. It's crazy.
That's fucked up.
Kind of just raging too hard.
Right? That's what happens, dude.
So let's
Lifestyle.
let's go ahead and do the guest questions. Now let's just address the elephant in the room. Because we had Andrew Camp from Santa Cruz a few weeks ago, and you saw that episode I had sent to you. So let me get you first of all your because I've seen some of your social media posts since the last week, and they've been very interesting. So let me just give you your response. This is your moment, your platform. This is all for you. Your response on what Andrew Cannon said.
Yeah. So I did see that last episode. I saw what he had to say. I was tripping. I was like, what? So we were moving in different directions all of a sudden. What? I'm too old now or something? Like, I forget what you're like. I don't even know what you're talking about. It's like, fuck, that's not what you told me. So therefore, what I got out of that, like, I got a 2-minute conversation of just pretty much, yeah, what's up, man? We're gonna have to let you go. I'm like, what? Like, what are you talking about? And it's like, yeah, man, you got no clips for the video, budget cuts, and basically you just have no clips of the video. And I'm like, wait, what are you talking about, dude? Like, I've known this dude forever too. So for him to come at me like that, that was weird. You just got in this whole process. I was like, dude, this is fucking the weirdest situation right now. And I'm like, dude, I just got off a trip. I just got done doing a charity for you guys, and then now I'm getting kicked off for what you're claiming, and like I have no clips for some reason. I'm like, okay, I know that's lies, and then budget cuts. That's the biggest lie ever. I already know they already put somebody on already. So it's like, dude, you guys are lying to me. If you were to say that to me, if it was like, oh, we're going in 2 different directions, like your Steve's not fitting out no more, like I would have been probably okay with shit. But it was like, dude, you made it personal when you made claims. But it was like, yo, I got nothing. Like, what, to me, nothing to me is like you have 1 or 2 clips. Like, I don't understand what the hell you're talking about. But okay, you want to play this game? All right. And then now, boom, hellaclips.com, new part.
And you had mentioned to me off camera too. You said that they also gave you a raise prior.
Yeah, they gave me a raise. They gave me fucking like, dude, we were going on trips. We were cool. Everything was cool. Indications to me was like, yo, don't like lead up to like try to make a video and then all of a sudden it's just going 2 different roads like out of the blue. Like, what? This doesn't make any fucking sense. And this is a dude representing you guys now. Like, this is fucking a crock of shit. So I'm not gonna sit there and stand like I'm like, that's lies. That's not what you told me, dude. Like, if you just gave me the straight up the truth, I wouldn't air you guys out. But it was like, okay, I guess you guys just blacklisted me. I haven't talked to him since. It's been 4 months, and I don't know, dude. It was like the weirdest situation. That shit don't sit well with me, and I'm like, I'm over shit like that, dude. This is my fucking life. I give my blood, sweat, and tears in this shit, and for him to sit there and claim these claims around me like I'm not doing anything, like that's far from.
Well, was Andrew Can the one who gave you the news?
Oh yeah, he called me 2 minutes, literally 2 minutes. I will never forget this conversation, dude. Like, I have no clips, budget cut. All of a sudden, random budget cuts. I already know who's on the fucking team now. Like, there's another pro. Yeah, he ain't fucking like just riding for free. Yeah, okay.
Have they announced this pro?
Oh no, I will air that shit out, but. In respect to who it actually is, I'm going to leave it there, but it is another SD fucking head.
Oh.
But it's just, if they were just straight up in the beginning, I wouldn't have taken it so personal, dude. Like, he just came at me so wrong. And I'm like, dude, I'm not going to sit here and have you sit there and make lies about what it is. And you just went on this show to claim, oh, we're maybe going on a younger route. That's an easy way to say it. Like, what? Oh, we're just going to 2 different roads. Like, no, dude, that's not what you told me.
Gotcha.
I will always remember this. I have nothing to lose, dude. Y'all took everything away from me. 2 days right before Thanksgiving, too. Like, all right, cool.
Yeah, right before the holidays, the worst time to get it, right?
Yeah, thanks for taking. So
Uh-huh.
It is what it is now. I just wanted to be known, and it's just like, man, I'm just over the bullshit that goes within, and it's like, y'all don't know shit. Like, that's what's how fucked up. Y'all don't know shit about your own riders, and there you go. Have this dude come in and just like say what he needed to say and claim what he's like telling all these people lies, and I'm like, dude, that's not the fucking case. I'm already on my second part. Where's y'all video at?
So yeah, okay, yeah. So how long has the process been for you filming for this video? Like, when did you start filming for it?
Well, initially, like at the beginning of last year was like when we started the so-called video where we sat down. We're like, all right, we're making a game plan. We're gonna film this video. Finally, like I've spent 4 years on this company, 5 now after that, but. And like we were like, all right, cool, made a game plan. I broke my hand when I went up there to talk to dudes. So like right off the back, I just broke my hand. I had to deal with that, and that was like a month before like a pretty like major trip to Australia. So I'm like, dude, I gotta make that. Like, fuck that. And I got my hand in order. Still got through it. I had a cast on. That's where some of the footage in the part is like just all casted. And then like after that, like I had to like rehab my hand, so that took a good little bit, and I had like some personal issues within the years that I voiced, and this was just weird to me. Just like think, all right, cool, make all these promises, and then all of a sudden, just like, dude, all off the back, I'm like getting fucking kicked off for what? Huh? This?
So was that the biggest thing? It was the footage. The footage is the thing that came off the most in that 2-minute conversation.
Like, oh yeah, that's where it went back to, dude. It was like no clips, all of a sudden budget cuts, and then went back. Yeah, man, no clips. All right, cool. I got to go back to a meeting later. What? Huh? Well, okay, so that all this whole buildup of relationships that I built over the years with these people, and it was just I found it disrespectful in a way, and it just didn't sit well. And I'm not gonna fucking sit there and have it seem otherwise, and it seem like we're having this dude, he got kicked off for allegedly this, so and so.
It seems like a really strange way to let you go. Like,
yeah,
like when
I felt
I said it on the show. I don't know if it was the last show or the one before. I thought like you were Santa Cruz. Like when I thought of Santa Cruz, you were the name that came up to me personally.
Right, you know.
So that news was really strange.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all I try to do is pretty much do my best, do what I knew how to do from the get-go, because, man, I came from nothing. And,
so what was your response since you knew that you had clips, correct? Because you had just launched out apart. What was your response to that? Because budget cuts, that's one thing. That's one thing that you can't prove.
That's a poor excuse of just like, dude.
Yeah, but did you say that you had clips? Did you say that?
I had plenty of clips. They had over a minute that they just had that they saw. So it's like, all right, cool. I have to get all this other footage from other filmers. Like, dude, this is not an easy process. Like, some people are on point of just getting footage.
You're right.
Some people take a little bit of time of what they're actually doing because they have lives too. You know, not everybody can make it off of filming and stuff, dude. And like most of the dudes I film with are not like under any companies like that. So it's like it's purely out of their own goodwill and just to help me get what I needed to get done, and hopefully they can maybe come up off something too. And, you know, so that wasn't an easy process. So I had to gather everything up. And it was like, oh, I guess from what they saw to say, I'm like, okay, well, you didn't fully, like, figure out the facts on this, dude. Like, I got to gather up everything. Like, dude, I've had some personal issues with my family. And they didn't even fucking, like, they blew me off like I was fucking nothing, I feel like, dude. And it was like, well, I voiced this to you. And then, like, for the ones that I thought I had my back, and they really didn't. I'm like, damn, that kind of hurts, dude. That's kind of a blow to the gut. Like, I thought it was all straight. And like, for me to, like, get cut like that, like, dude, last time I talked to you guys, I was doing a charity event for autism just to do, you know, cool, like, product, what boost you guys up, whatever, man. And then the next call I get is that. I'm like, are you really serious? Like, dude, I got nothing to lie about, dude. This is just a joke. It would be straight if they just told me the truth about shit, and I would be gone. But you know, it's proven. Hella clips. Check out the part if you want to fucking peep
absolutely.
it.
Absolutely.
Man, it's history now. I just wanted to be voiced from my point of view because it's hardly voiced when it comes from. When it happens to you, dude, this shit happened to me, man.
Well, we appreciate it. We do appreciate it very much. This isn't the first time that you've had departures with skateboard companies. Now, in the past with other brands, how has that process been? Was it like a 2-minute phone call just like that? Was it a letter? Was it a meeting?
I probably gotten every form of kicked off notice possible in like ways that I'm like, dude, this is not my fault. So it was like a letter for Billabong. I got a letter saying we were all cut. This was just a bunch of heads that were on there. Like, all right, didn't call nobody. They're like, here's a letter. That's how corporate it was. I'm like, okay, well, all right, I guess. And then fucking with Osiris, that was like, they had one of my best friends come fucking kick me off, and it was like, what are you guys talking about now? Like, we had all these plans, and then all of a sudden,
what was the reason for Osiris? What was the reason for that?
To say budget cuts as well, dude. That's what I'm saying. These lame excuses of like, if things were really going wrong, I would expect people to come talk to me as a human being, be like, yo, you're fucking up really bad, and we got to do something about this, or you're gone. Like, hopefully that would be the case, but there was nothing like that. I saw nothing that I really did that like really put them in that place, as of like I already kind of cleared things up, as of like it didn't even need to be that serious, and they just had homeboy come to my house, kick me out for like, all right, cool, bye. 2 months too before the new year, and I was like, all right, what? And then go ahead and like, oh, budget cuts. Oh, put 2 other dudes on right afterwards. Like, dude, come on, like that's just lame, dude. I don't fucking appreciate that, dude. And it's just like the people that are so close, and like we made plans and all these things were supposed to like come about it, and boom, stab me in my fucking back.
What about iPath? How did that departure go?
That dude, whoever, like the dude that bought it from whoever, because it was like bought by a couple people and shit, and then this dude that had acquired it, he was like, oh, I want to do all these things, do good for you guys, and then like kind of just lacked any fucking productivity, and just kind of like fucking didn't pay me for a while. And I was like, dude, like I don't care about the money, honestly. It's just like the fucking concept, like, dude, like come on, man. Like, I'm a fucking human being too. I have to live. This is what I do, and you're gonna like play me like this, and then it just drove it into the ground. And I don't know where the fuck it's at now.
And what about Black Label right before Santa Cruz?
Black Label was tight. John, I always have good shit to say about John because he's the realest, dude. He's one of the realest out there, dude. Black
John
Label,
who?
He made me. John Lucero, man. He made everything fucking possible for me to actually like do what I want to do, make my dream come alive, and skate, man. I came from fucking nothing. All I want to do is skate, live.
If Black Label was so good, then why did you what happened with that?
Yeah, that's one where it was like kind of coming down to like I stayed to the utmost end basically. I gave John everything. I didn't even get paid for the whole year. That just like, dude, I know he needed to do what he needed to do. Like, I love John. I'm giving John the benefit of the doubt. Like, I'm gonna stay with you till like I like kind of need to or something like that. So like I stayed. Year, no pay, dude. I didn't care. Fucking hopefully, things get better. And the opportunity arose where at the time I was skating with Emmanuel Guzman and a good friend Rhino, fashion photographer, and the idea arose to ride for Santa Cruz a year prior from me leaving Black Label. But I was like, I don't know. I'm like, John's, been nothing but good to me. He's tried his utmost best to keep everything in order, and the ever-changing industry is crazy and shit. So, I stayed until it was like, all right, I kind of had this opportunity. Dude, it crushed me more than it probably crushed him, man, because he changed my fucking life for the best and shit, dude. So it was like that phone call was insane. I'm like, but he completely understood and he wished me the best. And, like I fucking love that dude till the fucking day I die. And he's the best. So now it was just that opportunity to go try to do something better, with the homies that I knew already. And it was cool. And I wanted more of it. Some things had happened within and some changes over the years, and I guess now it leaves me in this position where it's like, what? It was kind of out of nowhere. Like, what the fuck? Okay, never saw that coming down,
but your time at Santa Cruz overall, minus the departure, was good.
Yeah, for a few years it was fucking great. Like when I first got on, it was cool. We had some like team manager fucking swaps that was kind of random, and it was like, okay, cool. We were kind of in limbo for a good little bit, like probably a year or so, and then we got like a couple replacements to say, but nothing full time, like dedicated to it. So it was nothing really like going on. We'd go on trips and stuff like that, but as for like stacking for a video, actually doing something that we should be doing, it never really came about until like up to the last year where everybody kind of came in. As Andrew Cannon came in, there was somebody else at the time. I totally forgot. But and then it just, I don't know. It was either a good or bad thing in that sense when he came in. And for me, unfortunately, it was kind of a bad thing. Same for Justin too. I was like, damn, he's been there for 10 years too. So it's like, it fucking amazes me how they could just boom. It's insane.
How does that work? How does that work with you still being involved with because you have other sponsors that are through NHS?
I do, yeah, at the moment.
So there's no.
It is kind of it puts me in a weird situation in that sense, It's funny too. Andrew Cannon actually runs the OJ program too, and it's like, fuck, man, I don't know what to say, dude. It baffles me at this fucking point. I don't even know what to fucking do. I'm still in good graces with everybody. I never met no anything on anybody, so it was like, fuck. But at this point, I guess we're still good. I haven't talked to anybody since, so
but there's,
I don't know. I'm just doing me.
Anyone at NHS or anyone at Santa Cruz?
Nobody at Santa. I mean, as far as like the team riders and stuff, I talked to the team riders and shit.
But I mean, you're still getting the product.
A couple people have left in the process.
But you're still getting OJs. Is that correct?
At the moment, there's nothing in my garage right now. But,
right.
I did come out with a new graphic that was just random. I didn't even really know about it until it just came out. Like, oh, okay. In the midst of all this crazy shit, I'm like, damn, man. I don't know. It puts me in a weird position, but
good question.
I'm just
very good question.
I'm just me. I'm just trying to do me. I'm trying to skate. I'm trying to fucking live.
To step back a little bit, Shuriken. You turned pro for Black Label, is that correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, he gave me my first pro board, dude.
So where do you go after all this? What is now the direction that you're going for now? Is it to get another board sponsor? What's the idea? What are you working on?
I mean, who wants to fuck with me? Anybody want to fuck with me? No, I don't know, man. At this point, I've been kind of talking to a few heads, but it's nothing too like crazy serious at this point.
Dan Connolly.
Yeah, I mean, whoever, I just want to be in a good place. I just want to grow with the fucking brand of whatever brand I might go to next, and make good shit, dude. Make good shit for myself, for the people, whoever supports me, fucking whoever wants to listen, and
get him on Mafia.
What's
Get him on
I agree. I think
Never came up,
this point. Huh? What's that?
Has that ever came up, like an offer to Mafia?
I mean, but right before I got on Santa Cruz, Dan was like, "What? Why didn't you tell me, dude? Fucking, we got you on Mafia." And I'm like, I felt like they had a lot going on over there at the moment where it was like, I was just kind of there in that sense. All those are the homies anyway. I'll fuck with those dudes like that anyway.
Sure.
But I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's fucking weird. But I don't know. Who knows where I'll end up.
What about you starting your own thing? Have you thought of that?
Question definitely does arise.
I mean that seems to be the hot thing now. Everyone's starting their own brands. They don't want to deal with the middleman anymore. Just you be the boss.
Direct.
Straight direct.
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, in a sense, it's good for us because we're actually benefiting off what we strive ourselves on to do, and as a professional and shit. And fuck taking $2 a fucking goddamn board rather than taking direct and the whole thing and shit. But in that sense, there's that machine behind it too, where the distribution is bigger. So that's why you kind of get with these brands where it's like they can distribute your name and board to everywhere. Europe.
Right. Yeah, they have the channels. Correct.
Unless you want to take that work and do it yourself, which is never a bad idea. It's just a little more footwork to do, but. A lot
of footwork.
In that
really.
sense, I've definitely had a lot of that over the years. With everybody, label, even Pigwood back in the day,
right.
And then now to say Santa Cruz and shit, they definitely pushed my name in that sense. I guess that's the good thing that benefited through this whole thing.
It's a big name to be on, Santa Cruz.
Yeah, it's a good thing to push me on that platform, but it just sucks how it kind of went out, and I wish it didn't go out like that over this type of shit. But it's history now, and I just want to move on from it. And fuck, dude, fucking, who knows?
Well, one thing I do know that you do got coming up in the future is you have a signature strain of weed that you're working on. Is that correct? Called the Shuriken?
It's in the works. We'll see how that pans out.
That's
you want to be smoking on that strong? Yo, I got that. Concierge, bro.
You didn't get Boo Johnson some of that shit.
Yo, chill. Yo, we'll get to that, boo. No. We'll see. That was definitely raised up. I've been messing with these people that have been doing good work with what it is, and yeah, that would be fucking awesome, man. Come on now. You want to smoke on my strand? Shrieking OG. Come on.
Wait, so what exactly what is it? Do they dip it in something? Like how do you
No, I mean it's just like just a strand.
It's just like they planted it with one of his dreads.
OG, fucking, just a regular name. People name shit all the time now, endorse that shit. I guess they have this rapper dude, Freddie Gibbs. He has a strain with them also. And it's called Freddie Kane. But yeah, so they're fucking with that. Yeah.
It's from the Midwest.
Dude. Yeah.
Yeah, Chicago.
Shuriken sounds like a strong, like it's gonna fuck you up. You have some of this Shuriken.
I'm deadly, fool. If you
it does.
Man, that's deadly, fool. I'm sharp.
Wait, so what can you talk about? Simple Time Skateboarding?
Yeah, what is that?
This is like my side gig that I'm just running with the homies. Accessories, bullshit, whatever we want to fucking make. No limits, no hold barred, lifestyle, skateboarding, music, raw, fuck everything. I don't know. Keep it simple, man. I'm just trying to make my life more simple and shit.
You're on Wavy. Is a company called Wavy or something too?
Yeah. At the moment.
Yeah, who are your
looking up your,
who are your sponsors now?
Right now?
That you're.
I'm on sponsors of skateboards and nah.
He's on blank deck Instagram skateboards.
I'm not nothing right now. Some people been flowing me some stuff. They sent me a bunch of boards. Santa Cruz sent me a bunch of boards, but I'm not riding that shit. That shit's fucked up. I'm like,
bang.
Weird now, dude. That's just how it went down. I just feel fucking
You said
weird now.
you said they sent you some boards recently.
They did.
They sent you boards after the fact or prior to the fact?
After the fact. And then it's weird too because it was like, all right, cool, you're claiming all these claims. I'm kicked off, all this stuff. I have no clips. And then he claims, yo, you want to use some footy for a pre-roll? I'm like, dude, so if I didn't have any footy, why are you asking me for footy? Like, I don't understand this, dude. This just seems fucking weird.
When did they send you? When did they send you boards?
Right after the fact. I don't know. They already had shit in motion. Like it was already a fucking done deal before I even knew about anything. So it was like, all right, yeah, you're good. You're done. We're gonna let you go. Everything's in the mail. All this stuff. I'm like, whoa, okay.
Oh,
wow,
that is
that's
interesting.
Just completely wrote off right there. I'm like, that's kind of fucked up. But I mean, I guess so. I have no words for it. I couldn't even really fucking like comprehend it. I was going through all this other shit that I was thinking about, and then this is the last thing that came out of nowhere. It was like, wow, just shot through the fucking heart. Like, okay,
are you
how shady people can be? But
you're writing Independence, right? Are you still on?
Yep.
Are you still on Independent?
Yep, mine was the shit.
Okay. OJ Independent.
And Simple Times, and
you said Wavy too, huh?
Remind Insoles, Wavy. What else? Damn.
No shoe sponsor, huh?
Shit, man. Nah, I mean West Flow, DC Flow, Pro Flow. Seems to be the hype these days. There's a lot of heads out there with no shoe sponsors and shit. It's just if y'all have set fulls, that's pretty much where it's at. It's like fuck.
Yeah, what's your take on all this on the Pro Flow programs that you see going on?
I think it sucks, but I mean, I don't know what else to do rather than do what I'm here to do and what I got to do to a point. You know, I got to a certain point to do this, and I feel like sometimes it's actually like, dude, you approach these companies where like, all right, cool, I can see some potential. You know, I feel like I have some sort of market to help, you know, with what we need to do or what they need to do. So I, propose, right. And everybody is kind of like, yeah, but ain't nobody want to pay. So it's like, okay, fuck, man, like, I don't know what to do. So I just rock what I need to rock. I bought shoes in the past,
right?
Pretty much bought shit in the meantime. You know, Jimmy Alsaford over at DC has been more than fucking open just to give me shoes, and I definitely appreciate that shit. Wes, he always is down for the homies and shit. So at this point, another shoe sponsor is hard to look at this point. You know, board sponsors and stuff like that. You know, it's definitely two different games between board sponsors, shoe sponsors, and clothing sponsors and shit like that.
So Marcus Dreyer had a really good question because you're no stranger to parting ways with companies. He said, "Shuriken, what do you do with all your old product once you part ways with the company?" I've always wondered.
Sell that shit. No, I don't know. I fucking give it to the homies if they want it. Collector's items, you'll probably never see some of the stuff they gave me again. So it's like, all right, well. The homies, kick down the homies, the kids around the block.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whoever needs something, I don't really get that much stuff anyway. I'm not like too crazy of a product hoarder in that sense. You know, I collect my boards, only my boards and some of my homies' boards and stuff like that. But for the most part, it's kick down the homies with product and, whoever's down for the cause.
So are you at liberty to say what companies that you've reached out to and talked to about a possibility or opportunity of you writing for them?
Of what?
Of brands like other than Mafia, if you have.
Oh shit, fuck. Not much. I mean, fucking Marius hit me up for some Habitat boards, but it was I don't know. Just all the homies who are on stuff that pretty much just reach out to me. Oh, you need boards? Whatever. Either Mafia or like the homie Jordan that's been sending me some random Arbor boards. Just kind of whatever at this point. It really kind of doesn't matter, man. Like fuck it. After being on certain Yeah, after being on certain types of companies, like it's like
as long as you're skating, right?
Like, I need them, but I don't need them anymore. It's like fuck. I wish things could have been better in that sense, but it once it becomes such a like a bigger fucking thing than you. It's like fuck, dude. I feel like they lost track of a lot of things. Like, fuck, this is not that skate to me. I'm like fuck, man. I gotta keep it to the roots. Maybe some smaller brand companies. I don't know, man. There's a lot of options now. All the independent companies that are coming down these days. And, which are better off. You don't need the craziest fucking sponsors nowadays to get fucking noticed and shit. So, and that now the power of the internet, so you can do what the fuck ever you want. That's why it becomes like, dude, I didn't have to wait for this part. I could just put this shit out, right? Fuck now. Boom. Fuck waiting a year or however long it takes to do something. Like, boom, power of the internet.
That sounds like a show to me, guys. You guys have any other questions before I close?
For sure.
Grant?
No, I think I asked all mine.
I'm good.
The viewers, you got 5 seconds. Ask your questions.
Yeah.
2, 1.
4.
Shuriken, is there anything that you want to promote while you're out here?
Yeah, you're done.
SimpleTimesOnline.com. Do it. Fucking be on the lookout for some new shit. Yep. Leave a link.
Yo, leave a link.
Let me type this link.
Yo, Shuriken, type a link in.
Everybody that's pretty much supported me throughout my fucking life, career, whatever, man. Like, I've much love to everybody. I fucking respect everybody, man. If you do me wrong, it's fucked up. I just hope it gets better.
SimpleTimesOnline.com. That is the website. We'll all be in the show notes.
We all mean well. This is what we do.
Well, we really appreciate the time. You can check him out at Shuriken Shannon on Twitter and Instagram. Check out Simple Time Skateboarding online. Look out for his signature weed. Do you have a date on a timeline on that? Is it supposed to be 2017?
Sooner than later. Nah, probably more earlier than that. So hopefully within the year. But I'll have a few things popping up. Check me out, Shrinkin's Joint, Instagram. So, I'll probably have a random art show going on or something fucking random, but keep on the lookout.
Well, we appreciate your time very much. Thanks for going through us with the difficulties last week. For Shuriken Shannon, Grant Fierro, and Mike Medina, I am Andrew Ariano. We will catch you guys next week. Thank you for listening. Check us out on iTunes. Yeah. We would appreciate it. Skate Fillet on iTunes.
Appreciate it, guys.